let's review it. Yeah. This is the Neca Gypsy Danger by, toy company Neca. This figure came out in 2013, and it has been a Grail figure of mine. Now in this video, we will be reviewing it, obviously, its articulation, sculpt, and paint, and we will go over some of my opinions about the figure, and overall what makes it a good figure, what makes it a, mediocre figure. I have my problems with it, but that comes natural for every figure. So I hope you enjoy the video, and subscribe for more awesome figure reviews by yours truly. Yes. Super duper cool epic battle sequence. Super cool epic super. Also, don't even ask what happened to this guy. That is a story for not now. Alright. So, Gypsy Danger figure by Neca. This is what the little packaging thing looked like because I ripped it out the box. I also saved the back. And it has Gypsy Danger on there. Oh, moving my phone. Gypsy Danger, Knife Head, and Crimson Typhoon right there. I would have gotten Knife Head, but if only he wasn't like $120 where I found him. But you know. These are pretty old figures now, and they're pretty sought after, I think. So it's good to have one finally in hand. This is kind of a Grail figure, I would say, because I've seen them and I'm like, oh, these are like the only articulated Pacific Rim figures, which nowadays they pretty much aren't, but it's good to have one of the figures I used to think that was like the good figure. So let's get into his articulation. Why did I say his? This is a girl. Gypsy Danger's a girl. Okay, whatever. So her head can move very limited, side to side, left to right. It's very hard to do it, but you can still pull it off, make her look in different directions and stuff. She can kind of look up and look down. I think this head is on a ball joint. I can't really see it in there. Alright, and her ab crunch is pretty good. I would say that's pretty good ab crunch. She can go back a lot, but there is a huge gap here where you could possibly see the joint in there. But overall, this is pretty good ab crunching. She can do a pretty good side crunch. Look at that. And overall, this part moves around like butter, which is good. My lighting's kind of bad right now, so you can't really, see the inside of the joints, I think. Yeah, it's like darkness. Alright. Her arms are, I feel like, where they are the most limited. She can't move her arms past this. That's the most she can go up, and it goes back down pretty easily. But, this is all she can do. If I probably go more, it will pop out, because it's not like on a butterfly joint or anything, which she can do this. She can do this. This forward, this is pretty good, I would say. Her back, like, she can't open her hands, her arms. She can't open her arms. But saying that, her arms can go full 360. This is another problem I have. What is this? I don't know. What is this called? Arm bend? Elbow bend? I forget. It's not too good. It doesn't go up much, which is a slight issue, but I'm not too big on that. Another problem, her hands. She doesn't come with swap out hands. These are the only hands she comes with. And they can pop out. I feel like this was meant to, it was meant to have extra hands, because if you look on the back here, I don't know if this is supposed to be the figure, if this is just like a render of the actual thing from the movie. I feel like it is supposed to be a product shot. I don't know, actually. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. And she has open hands, which is kind of weird. And here she doesn't have them, just closed fists. But you know, you can still pull off a multitude of poses with just these fists, which I feel like it's still really good, really good. And her arms, as you saw, her hands. I'm sorry, I'm like all out of whack. They're on a ball joint, and they go like this. And excuse my sniffliness, I have like a stuffed nose, so I'm fine. So her arms, her legs, they can go out pretty far, but the only thing pushing them back is this plastic slab right here. So if you really wanted to pose her leg spread, then it's mostly this. Like, yeah, her legs have pretty good kicking, forward and backward range. Another problem similar to the arm bend is the legs, you know. Oh, actually no, those are good. What am I talking about? These are good. These are fine. I remember them being a little bit, you know, not the best, but these are good. These are fine, as you can see. They can go like this. And her feet are also on ball joints. They can barely go back. They can go forward really, really far, but they can't go back that much. Sorry for like putting it out of the camera frame. It's like not my usual filming. Yeah, her feet can do most of that. Then they can also twist and stuff, full 360, both sides. Another thing, the back, her heel also goes up like that, so you could probably pose her like this running, which is cool. So overall, the articulation, it's not too good, it's not the best. You know, I would give it like a solid like 6 stars, 7 probably, shut up, out of 10. So yeah, but overall, that is like, those are the only complications I have with the figure. Now with the paint application, I would say it's awesome. The visor here, I feel like, is like, it looks like a toy that you would just get on the shelf, which this kind of really was a toy that you could get on the shelf at some point, but I'm not too sure because I was like 2 years old when the movie came out. But it's really nicely painted. I like the like brown, like dirt kind of, I don't know if you could see that, but it has like black marks all over it, all over the blue, and it gives it like a battle worn like look. Like she looks like she's been fighting for a long time and not good as new, which is exactly how she appears in the movie, which is really good. All these black parts, they're painted nicely, separated color from the rest of the figure. Little white, all these little marks that they didn't forget to put on the figure, they're all here. Even the hands are like nicely detailed, and they have like a wash to them, which actually makes it look like it's not just one segment. Although for some reason the hands are 2 different colors from each other. I think they applied more wash to this one than they did to the other one, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter. The back of the figure looks amazing. They have kind of like, for these black metal parts, they have a little shimmer of silver paint on them, which makes it look really good and like actually metallic. And like another good thing is that when you go all the way up, it continues here, which is it's nice to see that on a figure. Going down, same kind of paint applications, you know, everything. You know, everything else here is basically the same with the top of the figure. The legs are nicely painted. This part really does look like Gundam legs in my opinion. Hold on, I can get my Barbados Lupus here. We can see that the legs are pretty similar looking. It's funny, except, you know, this one, its legs are more like and then her legs are more like that. You see it, you see the difference, but they're pretty similar, which is really cool. They're both mechs anyway, but you know, everything's bound to be similar in the mech world. I don't know, I'm not too big on mechas. I mean, I have some Gundams because I like building them. Low-key LARPing, but you know, it's fun to build. I feel like that's where most people join the fandom, from building the model kits. But Gypsy a Danger, what the heck? Gypsy Danger, and all the other mechs. My Gundam just fell. They're all cool mechs. I feel like they're just like they're big. They feel big. They don't feel weirdly out of place, like going everywhere at once, which is cool. And there's just like a wide variety of color on this figure, even though it may not look like it. There really is. And the nuclear reactor here, it is, you know, coming a little bit off the paint here, but that's all right. The inside looks like it's glowing. It's also kind of shimmery, which is really cool. Now the paint application, I say, gets like a bajillion good stars out of a bajillion good stars. It's really good. Now, I think they forgot like a little symbol here that's actually on the... Hold on, my Gundam's on the thing. I'm gonna have to reposition that guy. And he fell again. Wow. Wow. Anyway, as you can see on the actual like guy, there's a little emblem here and there's not here, which it's not too big of a deal. It's literally just one tiny little mishap. I don't even think it's a mishap. I think it's just like they didn't put it on there, but it's completely fine. It doesn't even change the figure in any way. It would have been nice if they like kept it, but you know, you can't have everything. But overall, this figure is just amazing. Now the sculpt of the figure, it would say, is like very accurate to the movie. I'm not too sure. Like when I first got the figure, I thought the legs were inaccurate to the actual movie. They're looking a bit more accurate. Like the feet, I don't ever remember the feet looking like this, but I guess we just don't really see the feet often, so it doesn't really bother me. The arms are good. The sculpt, the sculpt is beautiful. Everything's beautifully sculpted, beautifully rounded out. All the mechanized bits, you could see them, and they're clearly distinguishable from, you know, the rest of the figure. And they, you know, have these ribs here. Everything about this sculpt is amazing. Now, the only problems I have with the figure is obviously the articulation, but nothing else about this figure is bad. It's just a bit, like, the articulation is a bit outdated, I'd say. I don't have any other Gypsy Danger figures, so I feel like this will be my only one. And, yeah, that's the review. Thank you for watching. I don't know. Go watch my other videos. More figure reviews incoming, I guess. Ka-choo.